Hello and welcome to math class. Today's learning target is I can use make a 10 strategy to add. This is the same learning target as yesterday, but we're going to play a different game. The materials you're going to need are your make a 10 path game board. This game board is attached to the resources for today's lesson. It looks like this. But if you don't have a printer, you can just copy the game board and make your own squares. There are 22 squares and you can copy each of the problems from the game board. You're going to need 2 game pieces, so go find a game you have. I had to go into our Balderdash game and take these pieces out. You can find a dice. If you don't have a dice in your house, maybe a grown-up in your house might let you use an online dice. It's just called freeonlinedice.com, and it can let you roll the dice. Make sure you'll need a sheet protector and dry erase markers. I put my game board in the sheet protector. Some scratch paper if you want. And I've also attached to the lesson some blank tens frames, and these are optional. And you might want to find your added 10 facts from yesterday. So stop the video here and get all the materials that you need and come on back when you're ready to play the game. Before we begin the game, we're going to take a minute to review. We're going to review the strategy of make a 10. When you make a 10, you can use mental math, or you can use scratch paper, or you can use your tens frames, whatever you need. But what we really want you to begin doing is to add to your math strategies. We could count on if we wanted to find the answer of 9 plus 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. But counting on is not an efficient strategy once you begin to get larger numbers that you're dealing with. Make a 10 strategy is a really good strategy to use all the way through your number charts, all the way up to 120. So when we make a 10 strategy, we think, how can I take my numbers that I have in front of me and turn one of them into a set of 10? Well, I know that 9 is just 1 away from 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's really easy for me to turn 9 into a set of 10 by giving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By giving one of my 5 up to my 10. So I could do that. I could just send this one up there by erasing it here and adding it here. I could also represent that by knowing 9 needs 1 to make a 10. So if this is a number bond that I'm using, 5 is the same as 1 and 4. So now I'm giving this 1 to my 9, and that's 10. And this is what I have left over, 10 plus 4. So 9 plus 5 is the same as 10 plus 4 when I use the make a 10 strategy. So my answer is 14. That's what I had when we counted up. That's what our 10 frame shows. Okay. So we just kind of want to be a little more flexible by moving these numbers around in our brain, it's really important that you know these tens, these make a 10 facts. So you can practice these just every day. Let's try the next one. So the next one we're going to do is 8 plus 4. So what I want to do is make a 10. So I could use my tens frames over here. I could count up. I could make my number bonds. But the very first step for me is to think, what does 8 need to make a 10? I know 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is 2 away from 10. 8 needs 2 to make a 10. 8 plus 2 equals 10. So I need 2 from this 4. So if I take 2 from that 4, how many do I have left over? I have 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if I took 2 from this chart below and I put them up there, I have 2 left over down here. So now I make a 10. There's my 10. 10 plus 2 equals 12. Okay. One last time. Do you have some scratch paper nearby? Do you have a blank whiteboard that you can give this a try? Let's do it. 7 plus 5. We're going to make a 10. So we look at the bigger number, 7. What does 7 need to make a 10? I could check my chart. I could check my tens frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is how many I need. I know that 7 and 3 make 10. So if I need 3, I'm going to take 3 from my 5. So if I take 3 from my 5 and put those up here, 1, 2, 3, erase those. I have 2 left over there. Hey, look at my number bonds. 3 plus 2 is 5. So here's my 10 that I needed. 7 plus 3 is the same as 10 plus 2. And the answer is 12. Okay. So this is what you're going to do today when you play your game. Let's play the game. Have your game board ready. You're going to need your pieces, a friend to play with, or a grown-up. Or maybe your grown-up is your friend. And you're going to need your dice. All right? The first person rolls the dice. And I rolled my dice. I landed on a 4. So I move my game piece 4 places. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's my math problem. 9 plus 5. Okay. We're going to make a 10. I could just use my scratch paper here. I could use scratch paper here. If you need more space, you could just grab any blank piece of paper and have it nearby so that you can work it out. So let's do that. 9 plus 5 equals. I need the answer, but I have to make a 10. What does 9 need to make a 10? 9 needs 1 to make a 10. That gives me 4 left over here. Circle your 10. Now it's the same as 10 plus 4 equals 14. My answer here is 14, but show your work. You have to show how you made a 10. Okay. Next person, roll the dice. Oh, they get to go one space. We'll do this once more together. Let me erase my scratch paper. So the next person playing, their problem is 9 plus 3. So write it on your scratch paper and get set up. We're going to make a 10. What does 9 need to make a 10? I already know that. I did that in the last problem. 9 needs a 1 to make a 10. If I take 1 from 3, 1, 2, 3, if I give 1 over here, that leaves me 2 over here. So here's my 10. I made a 10. 9 plus 1 is 10. I know that. 10 plus 2 more equals 12. Okay, so you're going to keep playing the game until one of you makes it all the way through the game board to the finish line. When you're finished, your assignment is to play again. All right, have fun making 10s. I'll see you tomorrow.